Hello, friend. You're here because you feel it. The hum of the digital world controlling everything. Money, information, lives. It's all just code. If you want to see the strings behind the puppet show, you need the right language. For us, that language is Python. It's the skeleton key for digital locks, the crowbar for cracks in the code. The world is a system, and every system can be hacked. Python lets you dissect, understand, and change it. The game has changed. Defenses are smarter, surveillance is everywhere. The old tricks won't work. The libraries I'll show you aren't just tools, they're your arsenal for seeing the truth. This isn't just about learning to code, it's about learning to see. Let's start with the network, the invisible web connecting everything. Most people hear noise, a constant hum of data in the background, never pausing to wonder what secrets it carries. But for those who look closer, the network is a living conversation. We need to hear secrets. Enter Scapy. Scapy lets you forge your own packets, bit by bit, giving you the power to shape the dialogue between machines. You become the architect of the conversation, designing every message, every response, with surgical precision. Unlike standard tools, Scapy gives you a blank slate, a canvas for your creativity and technical skill. Craft TCP packets with bizarre flags, send covert DNS queries, manipulate the network's fabric in ways most tools can't even imagine. Map networks with surgical precision, slip past intrusion detection, perform ARP spoofing or man-in-the-middle attacks, all with scripts you control. Scapy is interactive, letting you adapt on the fly. Build packets in real time, observe responses, adjust your aim, and immediately see the impact of your actions. Test firewalls, find edge cases, exploit overlooked cracks, and push systems to their limits. Recreate malicious packets to understand and defend against attacks, learning from the threats you face. The world runs on protocols: TCP, UDP, ICMP, DNS. Each one is a language, and Scapy is your translator. Scapy lets you bend the rules, experiment, and discover what's possible beyond the defaults. For penetration testers, it's non-negotiable, a must-have tool in the arsenal of anyone serious about security. Speak the language of the wire, craft messages no system expects, and reveal vulnerabilities hidden in plain sight. Scapy is the Rosetta Stone that separates script kiddies from true hackers, empowering you to innovate and explore. Control the information flow and you control the system. The power is in your hands. Scapy gives you that control, unlocking a world where you don't just listen to the digital conversation, you shape it. Reconnaissance is critical. Before any action, before any exploit, you need to know your target inside and out. The best hackers don't rush in, they observe, gather intelligence, and understand the landscape. You don't kick down doors, you watch, learn, and map. Every open port, every device, every subtle clue is a piece of the puzzle. In the digital world, Nmap draws that map. It's the tool that reveals the hidden structure of networks, exposing what's visible and what's lurking beneath the surface. But Python Nmap takes it further. It's not just about seeing the map, it's about understanding it, automating it, and acting on it with precision. It bridges Nmap's scanning power with Python's logic, letting you automate recon and build intelligent workflows. Now you can scan, analyze, and react, all in one seamless process. Scan thousands of targets, automate decisions. If port 80 is open, launch a web scan. If a vulnerability is found, trigger a deeper probe. The possibilities are endless. Parse results directly into Python objects. No more manual sorting or sifting through endless lines of output. No more wrestling with XML or text outputs. Everything's organized, ready for analysis. You can instantly filter, search, and correlate data. Build databases, cross-reference data, spot patterns humans miss, like outdated SSH on multiple servers. Find the weak spots before anyone else does. Automation isn't laziness, it's efficiency. It's about multiplying your reach and speed, letting you focus on strategy while the scripts handle the grunt work. Integrate with other tools. Create digital assembly lines for exploitation. Link reconnaissance, exploitation, and reporting into a single, unstoppable workflow. Use it for continuous monitoring, hourly scans, instant alerts on changes. Stay ahead of threats as they emerge, not after the fact. Customize every scan, stealthy sweeps, version detection, vulnerability scripts. Tailor your approach for every target, every scenario. Your code adapts, strategizes, and commands the battle. It's not just automation, it's intelligent, responsive action. They think firewalls keep them safe, but Python Nmap reveals patterns and weak links, exposing what defenders overlook. All it takes is one weak link, one overlooked vulnerability, and the whole system is at risk. Nmap is your eye in the dark. It sees what others can't, mapping the unseen. Python Nmap is your mind behind the eye. Remember that. With these tools, you're not just watching, you're understanding, adapting, and always one step ahead. Every power in the digital world has a face, a website, an API, a portal. These are the gateways to information, services, and secrets, all hidden behind layers of code and protocol. Requests is your skeleton key, letting you interact with these digital front doors directly, bypassing the need for a browser and giving you full control over every interaction. HTTP is the web's universal language, the protocol that connects every site, every app, every device. Requests hands you the dictionary, translating your intentions into perfectly crafted HTTP messages. With a single line, you can send GET, POST, PUT, or DELETE requests. It's elegant, clean, and, when used right, deadly effective. Scrape entire sites, parse HTML for hidden secrets, automate login attempts, and test for vulnerabilities. Requests manages sessions, cookies, and headers, maintaining logged-in states, probing authenticated areas, and letting you slip past basic defenses. APIs are the backbone of modern apps, silently powering everything from social feeds to banking transactions. Requests lets you reverse engineer and fuzz endpoints, searching for cracks in the armor. You can craft custom headers, mimic devices, and trigger hidden features, controlling your digital identity and how the server perceives you. Test for insecure direct object references, iterate through IDs, and access hidden data fields. The simplicity of requests is deceptive. Beneath the surface lies immense power. It's a simple tool, but it can answer the most complex questions about how a web app works and how it can be broken. Can I access this page, or is it truly locked down? What happens if I send this data or tweak this parameter just a little? Does the server treat me differently if I pretend to be Google or a mobile device? Before launching advanced attacks, you need a reliable, flexible way to send payloads and analyze responses. Requests is that way. It's the workhorse of web hacking, powering everything from reconnaissance to exploitation. The foundation for probing, scraping, and exploiting the web. Master it, and you master the art of whispering to the web. SCAPI talks to the network. Impacket converses with the services running on it. It's a toolkit for high-level protocols, SMB, Kerberos, LDAP, MS-SQL, the languages of corporate empires. Impacket shines post-exploitation. Interact with Windows environments from your Linux terminal. Use psexec.py to execute commands remotely with stolen credentials. One line, and you're inside. Go beyond scripts. Build custom tools. List files. Automate past the hash. Extract secrets. Move laterally. Perform Kerberosting. Request service tickets. Crack passwords offline. Impacket's power is in its protocol mastery. Reverse engineered, rebuilt, and handed to you. Custom scripts blend in, mimicking normal admin traffic, evading detection. This is the toolkit for the long game: quiet, persistent, adaptable. Escalate privileges, pivot, exfiltrate data, deploy payloads, all with stealth. Impacket is the language of enterprise control. Now you can speak it, use it wisely. The backbone of the internet runs on Linux, managed by SSH. Paramiko gives you the keys to that tunnel. It's a pure Python SSH implementation. Connect, execute, transfer files, all from your script. Manage your own infrastructure, update servers, deploy scripts, automate everything. But when you have SSH credentials to a target, Paramiko lets you strike, download sensitive files, exfiltrate data all in seconds. Open persistent shells, navigate file systems, use SFTP for secure transfers. Turn limited access into a stable, encrypted shell by adding your SSH key. Build command and control infrastructure, reverse SSH tunnels, bypass firewalls, issue commands remotely, fine-grained control, password or key authentication, port forwarding, even try weak keys. Scale your efforts. Coordinate dozens of machines for distributed testing. Paramiko is clean, reliable, and respected. Whether managing your systems or new ones you've acquired, you pull the strings from anywhere. You're not just a user, you're the remote master. Operate silently. Operate securely. SCAPI, Nmap, requests, Impacket, Paramiko, 5 keys for 5 locks. These aren't just libraries, they're ways of seeing and deconstructing control. Learning them is about understanding the power to question, probe, and uncover truth. The world is changing. Don't be a pawn. I've shown you the tools. Now it's your turn. Open a terminal, install a library, break something, in a lab, of course. Learn by doing. The real weapon is your ability to adapt and keep learning. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and never stop seeing.